Hello everyone. Now, I just want to start this video and preface this. I'm not back, per se. I am maintaining my general hiatus till the 6th of May, which, let's talk about that real quick. Now, my last video, I admit, I was not in a good place, and maybe should have held off a little longer before making that video, because I was rather emotional. But I wanted to get word out there that I wanted to stop for a bit. Now that I'm feeling a bit better, I will be privating that video and replacing it instead with this one, because I feel like this one will be more clear, frankly. So, obviously, as I mentioned in that prior video, I wasn't doing too good. I was in a very rough place, and I personally needed to step away from everything for a while to get my head straight, because I had really well and truly gone off the deep end of depression and anxiety, and lots of little things bothering me. A big one was the stream numbers, which is stupid, and I shouldn't have been bothered with that at all, but it was a factor. It happened. It happens to a lot of people. The numbers, when they go up, you think you feel on top of the world. When they go down, you feel like shit. I made the crucial mistake of just not ignoring them, and also was looking at other numbers from other people. This is a very grievous mistake, and one I've learned the hard way. But what has that taught me? It's taught me that I need to reassess how I look at doing this. I need to reassess how I think about things, and also why I'm doing this. Because the original reasons I started this was because I wanted something to be proud of. I wanted something that would make me engage in doing things and hobbies. I also wanted to sort of build a community, because quite often there'd be days where I'd sit there and I'd feel rather lonely, if anything. And I guess I just sort of were hoping to build a bit of a community, so I had people to talk to. To be totally honest, as sad as that sounds. It's because, well, there's not like I don't have people I speak to outside of, streaming or work or anything like that. It's just they're often not around because they're doing their own thing, and obviously I need to find a way to use that time for me. Now, the problem is I'm also not a big socialite. I'm not a very social person. My social batteries are drained rapidly. And I realised I need to give myself more time for me. So, to that end, here's the plan. A few videos might be created between now and the 6th, the majority of which will not go live until after the 6th, this one being the exception. Now, after that, some things I want to do. First, I want to look at how often I stream. I think I was streaming too much, for me, because I was trying to do it Thursday evening, Friday evening, Saturday evening, and Sunday evening. Now, I'm sure for some people that's doable, that's perfectly fine. For me, I don't think it was. I think it was a mistake for me to try and force that out of myself. And to that end, I'm going to go back to streaming 3 times a week, with the week I come back being an exception, because of the bank holiday Monday. I want to do a little comeback stream where I just stream whatever I want, do what I like, and test a few things on stream. Sort of figure out what I want to stream, honestly. Currently thinking of doing a bit of Total War and Hunt Showdown, because those were 2 things I wanted to stream. Following that, obviously, I'm going to see, because the Stellaris DLC should be out then, I want to see about streaming that in the weekend with some friends, but we'll see. I'll talk to them about that. Now, as far as when I stream as well, I want to experiment a bit with times. I want to try and look at what I'm doing with those times, and what, I guess generally what kind of things when I'm doing it, basically. So, at the minute, I've been streaming sort of in the evenings. However, I don't think I want to do that going forward, but I don't know. I guess it partly depends on you, really, my dear viewer. It depends on you, because obviously if you turn around and tell me, hey, I can only really watch you in the evenings, then okay, we'll work something out. We'll figure something out with that. But if it is that actually you don't mind joining me earlier, or are okay with, earlier streams, so I'm thinking kind of maybe 10, 11, maybe like, I think 10 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock, depending on if I've got D&D on or not. If I have got D&D on, it might be like 10 till 1, but I'm thinking I'll try and do in the morning, because that kind of late morning, early afternoon is like when I'm at my most active, my most sort of productive. And I also think it will help me mentally, because essentially what would happen quite a lot is I'd be thinking about the stream constantly throughout the day about, okay, I've got to do this, got to do this. It's not good for me to be constantly thinking about stuff like that. And you might say, well, does that mean maybe you should stop or something? And the thing is, I don't really want to stop. I like it. It's just, I think about these things a lot, and what I think I might try and do instead is do it early in the day, so that I can relax the rest of the day. Because as much as I try and relax and stay calm on stream, I do still try and hype myself up a bit, bump myself up with the energy, because, I want to make sure I'm entertaining for you to listen to and watch, because at the end of the day, it's one of the big things, right? Entertaining people. So I want a bit more energy. But I'm not a very high energy person, so it takes a bit. I'm sure some of these issues, some people might just not see an issue, and that's okay. I don't need you to see the issue. I see the issue, and I'm addressing it to make sure that it isn't a problem for me any longer. But some of you may understand, and I'm hoping I'm explaining this well enough for those who don't, but my apologies if I failed to do so. Now then, I'm going to try that earlier schedule on that coming week. So let's see how that goes. As I said, nothing till after the 6th. That will include any videos. I may film one for the retelling, but it'll come out on the 7th. Either way, so bear with me on that one as I kind of recover and return to my normal self. But I hope this video is more of a clear, concise, and calmer overview of the whole issue. By all means, if you want to ask me about it in the comments or over Twitter, more than welcome to. I'm happy to discuss it, because I think it's important to understand burnout, how burnout hits you, and how to recover, I guess. Because I've really fell far when it came to that whole thing, so it's definitely something I've had to look into and do a bit of using those techniques you learn in therapy. A lot of people have been trying to push me to go back to therapy, and I might do. But I don't, at the minute, think I need it, because I think I'm managing to use those things. And at the end of the day, sometimes you do fall, right? Sometimes you do have a hard day, and shit happens. And sometimes it is hard to get up, but I think, if that's going to happen now and then, okay, it'll happen now and then. But, I'll see how I feel. Worst case scenario, I speak to a therapist. It's not the end of the world. It's only the 3rd time. But anyway, enough yapping. I will see you all on the 6th, if I don't post anything beforehand. Most likely, other than stuff on social media, I won't post any videos, but we'll see. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all very much for listening. The other video will no longer be available after this is published. Again, I want this to be the thing people see, not me being in tears. So, anyway, I will see you all next time. Till then, it's ta for now.